What's going on, fam? Josh here, back in the dojo. Today, I'm going to offer you some valuable information, things that I've used myself, things that I've seen other people use, which in turn inform my decision to start to use this stack. And what this is going to do ultimately is help you on your journey of life, whether you want to build, a business, enhance the quality of your relationships, be the, as you've heard people say, the higher, the greatest version of yourself. I'm going to offer you an actionable stack, right, that'll help you with this. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you understand to some degree the mechanics of a vehicle. How the oil works, how the gasoline works, how the wheels and the axle and everything has to be in alignment to get the best possible experience of this vehicle. So we know our bodies, our vessels, our bodies, our vehicles, and we need this vehicle that you only get one vehicle through life to get us through this journey, right? There's no real destination. People that have, quote unquote, achieved the highest levels of success will tell you that there's no end to this. There's a continual next chapter, next step, the next mile, right? So as we go on these journeys, right, with our vehicles, our bodies, we want to make sure we get the best use out of them, okay? Also, if you're watching this video, you probably at some point in your life, maybe you haven't, and more power to you, but you've probably personally, or at least, you've known somebody that have used drugs before. Now, drugs can be bad, right? We won't mention certain drugs, but drugs can be detrimental to your life. So it's not a matter of, choosing bad drugs, but drugs. I guess the reason why I want to use this metaphor is because the same way you take in some kind of, whether it's a chemical, or whether it's something, naturally grown from the earth, right? Or something somebody brews, right? As far as alcohol or beer. When you take that stuff in, it has a reaction in your body, right? And in your mind. Some people feel more free. People's inhibitions are down. They find it easier to be in social situations, right? The love making may be a little bit more enhanced. So we understand that when we ingest certain things, that it has a certain effect. There's a cause and effect, right? So I'm not going to give you bad drugs. I just wanted to use it as an example to set up my stack, right? And me encouraging you to start to use drugs to make your body, your vehicle more efficient. We're going to get into these drugs in a second. Sometimes I like to use the metaphor of a fighter too. Not that we're fighting in our lives, but there are going to be challenges. Sometimes life be life, and I know you've heard that before, right? So when a fighter prepares for his or her fight, even though he or she may have the raw talent and the skill set, right? They've gone to class, they know how to stand up and strike, they know wrestling, jujitsu, grappling, and all kinds of things, right? They still have to prepare for this battle, right? This fight. And they spend more time in preparation than they do in the actual execution of the fight. If it's a heavyweight match, or if it's a main title, whatever, a main fight, a big fight, you may get 5 rounds of 3 to 5 minute rounds. So at most, we're talking about a 15 to 30 minute fight. Okay. But most of the preparation is done in the months leading up to that event, to that half hour. All right. It's the training, it's the diet, it's the rest, it's the meditation, getting your mind right, it's the cardiovascular exercise and all that stuff. So I want you to use that metaphor as well in you preparing for the fight of your life. And again, hopefully, we're not saying anything bad is going to happen or anything bad is on the horizon, but we do want to keep that fighter spirit and that fighter preparation in mind as we go through this stack, right? We're preparing for our journey's fight. And we know that the best way to prepare ourselves is to sync our minds, bodies, and our spirits. I think most often what we're trying to do is get through life with just our mind, right? And not even putting good fuel in our tank, in our body, right? We're just trying to outthink things, right? Outthink challenges, outthink work, or distract ourselves from, what's at hand, our to-do list, through drugs and through different activities and distractions that don't lead to our best selves, right? That can actually be a detriment to our journeys. So in order to get our minds, bodies, and spirits in sync, I'm going to offer you this stack, this actionable stack that you can use to start to, get back on track, or start to feel more capable, or start to feel more determined and more driven to go on this journey full steam ahead, not worrying about what's around the next corner or the next cliff, and just being present as you go on this journey and feeling prepared and feeling capable of achieving the things that you want to achieve, regardless of what stands in front of you. So each one of these vehicles are powerful on their own, but when you stack them on top of each other, they become a multiplier. This is why we call them a stack, right? The first thing I'm going to suggest is AG1 greens. What is AG1 greens? I got AG1 greens right here in this container. All these things I've been doing for about a week now. And let's say if my body was a battery or an iPhone, I probably was running on maybe 35, 40% battery because I was working a lot. I'm trying to build a business. You know, I have goals and things like that, but I was running on fumes, okay? But I was using my mind to get through these things. With these things I'm about to tell you about, AG1 being the first baseline stack, I feel like my battery, again, only being a weekend, is on about 67 to 70% battery now. I'm feeling more charged, more energized, and I'm going to tell you what I did to charge my battery. So what is AG1 greens? I'm going to read it to you. AG1 is a daily health drink packed with nutrients to help alleviate bloating, support sustained energy, and whole body health, right? Dr. Huberman, I'm not sure if some of you are aware of who Dr. Huberman is. He's I don't know what he is exactly. I know maybe a doctor, maybe a scientist, something like that, but his podcast is super popular. And he says, I've been using AG1 greens since 2012 because it's the simplest, most straightforward way for me to get my bases of important vitamins, minerals, and probiotics. Long story short, it gives you all the nutrients you need as your baseline. If your vehicle needs, oil and gas or certain things like that for it to function properly, this is what AG1 greens are. And the taste is good. It's green, right? So most often when you associate a green, something green that you drink, it may not taste the best. AG1 is actually good. It sort of tastes like pineapple-y and apple-y. So I start my day every morning with 8 ounces of AG1 greens. And the package that they give you is beautiful too. You get a plastic shaker cup. You get the canister I just showed you. It also comes with, when you get the subscription, it also comes with this vitamin D3 and K2. And you get like 5 travel packs too, right? And they give you a cool hat. And this is my baseline. And this is setting me up for success because I'm feeding my body the things that it needs. So I'm going to suggest you start to get, if it's not AG1 greens, find some kind of greens, find some kind of baseline that you can ingest on a daily basis to sort of organize your hormones, to sort of get your neurological system and everything sort of fired up again. After that, I've been taking Onnit, right? Onnit Total Human. Onnit Total Human. This is the pack that you get. This is the 30-day pack. You get your day pack and your night pack. And it has some of their flagship products like Onnit, Shroom Tech, Strong Bone, and a bunch of other things. Krill oil. Matter of fact, let's read some of this. Let's read what what they talking about. Right, a lot of athletes vouch for this product. And this company is a nootropic company, and what they do is provide people with things, ancient ingredients, things that people are using for millennia to help with cognition, with focus, with lowering anxiety and things like that. Right. So let's see what they have to say. Alpha Brain is Alpha Brain is one of their flagship products. Alpha Brain is a caffeine-free supplement that supports memory, focus, and mental processing speed. What is on it? We're athletes, biohackers, professionals, retirees, parents, gamers, fighters, tradespeople, and forever students. We're all human, trying to get a little better at what we love every day. The human body is our instrument that we play to achieve greatness, and optimizing it for peak performance requires the proper nutrition, fitness, and supplementation. Onnit provides these foundations to support your human journey. And it's true. It doesn't even take a long time for you before you feel the effects, and it just sort of settles you. It gives you the sense of well-being. For one, you get a sense of well-being because you're taking care of yourself. Some people wonder if it's a placebo effect, no matter what pill or supplementation or vitamin they take. They feel like, oh, is it really working or is it a placebo effect? Here's my thoughts on that. And I heard a doctor on YouTube sort of back this up. He was like, to some degree, no matter what medicine you take, you have to have some belief that this procedure or this medicine or vitamin is going to work. Because if you don't, you can even hamper your results. When you go to the hospital, if you need to go to the hospital, if you go to see a doctor because you need to see a doctor, you go in there with some belief that they have the solution to your ailment, whatever that thing is. Okay. So with these vitamins, right, these minerals, why wouldn't these work, right? When we know that drugs work, marijuana has an effect, alcohol has an effect, mushrooms have an effect. So if those things work, why wouldn't you believe that these things that are healthy for you, once you ingest them, why wouldn't you believe that the processes that you go through to take, the weed and the alcohol, how they work, that these won't work just as well, right? So they work, right? And I'm speaking from experience, and you can look at a lot of reviews and see that they actually work. After that, we have a Life Cycle. Life Cycle is a mushroom brand. Life Cycle is another nootropic brand, and they have all sorts of tinctures, right? This is lion's mane, okay? This is reishi, and this one here is cordyceps, right? And I've been rocking out with these three again for about a week. I've been stacking the three. And let me give you a little bit of information about each one. Experience the power of lion's mane with our premium quality double liquid extract infused with kakadu plum to support cognitive function and sleep. Biohack your life and unlock your full potential. Lion's mane mushroom is commonly known to improve focus and concentration, improve memory, and improve REM sleep, right? Which we'll get into sleep shortly. The cordyceps, pure clean energy. Our cordyceps double liquid extract is the perfect way to access great potential that the mushroom has to offer. The cordyceps mushroom is commonly known to enhance your energy levels, improve your stamina and endurance, and have anti-aging properties, right? The use of the mushroom originated in the mountains of Tibet and Nepal and has been since exclusively used in many traditional Asian cultures for centuries. The cordyceps mushroom is now a well-recognized mushroom and is consumed all over the world. The mushroom contains bioactive compounds such as cordycepin and agastrol. Or maybe I said that right. I'm not sure, right? But it gives you this nice, clean boost of energy. Unlike caffeine, where you can sort of get jittery or start to feel anxiety, or you may find it difficult to go to sleep. This gives you a nice, clean, level feeling of energy throughout the day, right? So I'll rock out with that. And then the reishi is sort of the nighttime use. Reset with reishi. The reishi mushroom has been used for many millennia in Asian cultures. It is regarded as a symbol of health, longevity, success, and divine power. The mushroom contains many bioactive compounds such as, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, and ganodetric acid, right? Acid. By adding reishi to your daily routine, it may improve your deep sleep, reduce stress, and support your immune system. Okay. So I take this when it's, about 2 hours before I go to bed, and it just gives you this nice feeling of peacefulness and well-being. And in the lucid dreams that you get with the reishi, the and lion's mane, and the nighttime stack with the Onnit is amazing. And I can speak from experience. Since I started taking it, the day I started taking it, my dreams have been super lucid, right? Where I'm aware that I'm dreaming. The time span in the dream also, like, you feel the time more. Most often when you have a dream, it's almost like in and out, right? If you even remember that you had a dream. But this, you feel time passing in your dream. It's almost like you live in that world a little bit longer, a little bit more deeply than you normally would, which means you're getting REM sleep, which means you're getting real rest. So even if you can't, ideally you want to get your 7 or 8 hours of sleep. But even if you can't, if you're only getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but you can get a deeper REM sleep, you wake up feeling more refreshed, which is your baseline for anything, even before you take vitamins and exercise and things like that. You want to make sure you get enough rest so that you can perform, so that your body can perform, so that your vehicle can perform, so that you can prepare for this fight. Reishi and New Mood, which is in the night pack, helps you to do that. It boosts serotonin. and dopamine, which are like our chemicals in our brains and our body that makes us motivated, that makes us, gives us a sense of well-being, that makes us happy, so to speak. Okay. And then also the last stack, I'm sorry. All right. Now the next stack, the next piece of the stack is meditation. And what I use for this is brain.fm. I just discovered it a couple of days ago, started using it, and it has scientifically studied sounds and music for rest, for studying, for focus, for, I think a couple of other like topics and stuff like that. And it assists you in doing these things, right? And it's been scientifically proven to help you through this. Again, you can go to the website. You can go to their website, look at the many reviews. But brain.fm, I don't always use it for meditation. Again, it's something that I just found recently. But I'm going to start using this for my meditation practices more often than not. Okay, now, outside of the drugs, rest. We talk about rest. You want to make sure you cover that base. Because no matter what you do, if you feel run down and you feel tired, the things that you take aren't going to be as effective. You're going to feel run down. You're going to feel like your batteries have full, and you can't be your best if you're always tired. So make sure as you take these substances, as you take these nootropics and these vitamins and minerals, that you're getting enough rest, and these things will give you that advantage, right, to do so. Exercise. I've been exercising every other day now. Now, when you start to exercise, if you're not exercising already, I want to say be nice to yourself. I always suggest HIIT training, high intensity interval training, where you do a couple of exercises or a few exercises back to back to back with minimal rest. And it's a combination of, cardiovascular, muscular endurance, weight training. You could do bands, you could do burpees, body weight, calisthenics, different things like that. But you want to choose a minimum of 2 exercises to do back to back with minimal rest and get after it. But be nice to yourself, especially in the beginning. Don't feel like you have to go balls to the wall. You have to beat yourself up, because that could be counterproductive after a while too, right? Because if you go balls to the wall today and you do it again, tomorrow, the next day, by, day 5, day 6, day 7, you may not feel like exercising because your body needs to recover. It needs to rest, which is also a vital part of exercise, of, being healthy, is rest and recovery. It's not just about the activity. Okay. But make sure you get some kind of exercise as you build this stack, exercise, and everything will start to feed each other. Again, it's a multiplier. And meditation, whether it's transcendental meditation, whether it's breath work, whether it's visualization, whether it's affirmations, whether it's prayer, whatever you do to sit and create a deeper connection between you and God, or you and your creator, you and the universe, spend time in quiet meditation. So to recap our stack, AG1 greens as your baseline, Onnit as your nootropic, life cycle to multiply that stack, brain.fm to help you with your meditation. Make sure you get enough rest. Make sure you exercise, and I suggest HIIT training for your exercise. And as you do these things will start to multiply on each other, and you'll start to feel more charged, more rested, and your journey of life will just become way easier, and you'll be prepared for the potential challenges that you may face as you go on your journey of life. Hope this helps.